I am joined now by Brent Bramnick. He's the attorney for Maria Niotis' family. Brent, thank you for coming back onto the program. I'm not going to lie, I was absolutely floored when I heard that call, and I wanted to get your reaction.
Thank you for having me, Ashleigh. I was shocked as well. Think about what we're talking about here. The September 29th was when this alleged murder occurred. This is 1 month prior. And just to remember what we talked about last time, there was a swatting incident where the allegation is they let this juvenile defendant go home with his father. And just 1 month prior, there are all these calls. Macing his father, allegation of macing, from what we understand and from what you just played, it's his father talking. He was maced, and we know what that means, pepper spray, a form of pepper spray, by his own son. These types of violent incidences are called in, and then he's still being let go on the night of the swatting incident. Very concerning.
Call after call after call to 911, and I could hear it sounded like a little bit like desperation in the voice of the father, but up until this point, maybe me along with others had felt like maybe the family of this alleged killer was the reason that they were protecting him. They had ties to the cops. It just doesn't feel like that anymore. So I wanted to get your thoughts on who exactly is to blame here if even a cop calling a cop isn't helping in a situation with a kid who is allegedly completely out of control.
Well, that's a huge concern. Multiple calls regarding what you could describe as domestic violent incidents, right? This is a home. This is a parent calling about either macing or, I think as he described it, what it appears to be on the video, getting physical. I think it would be fair to describe that as a potentially violent incident. What happened? Did anybody respond? Did anybody take any statements to find out what was going on? Does anybody want to know why is this happening repeatedly at this house? If this is, again, these are allegations, that would be really important to know because we know what happened the next month. So this is very serious and very concerning. And I think that's why it's so shocking now to hear it. And it's important that this comes out because it continues to help us and aid us in investigating to get to the bottom of what happened here.
So, Brent, this is the issue. Getting to the bottom of anything when there's a juvenile involved is just like, it's one of the most difficult things we do in our business. And we don't have the power of subpoena at NewsNation, you know, but in the criminal world, there is. I just don't know how much you're allowed to know about what those responses were, even in a criminal investigation. So how much information can anybody get at? How much information can the criminal prosecution get at, given the fact that this is a 17-year-old kid and there were at least 4 calls made about him by his own family?
Now, 2 questions there. The criminal prosecution, as a prosecutor, there is a great deal of power, investigative power. And certainly the juvenile prosecutors would be able to obtain this type of information. That is something they can get. Now, the public, the problem, as we know, and I'm not saying a problem in a bad way, but the difficult part of it for the general public and for everyone else is it is so confidential that so little information comes out that people are very worried, they're afraid, they don't know what's going on. And it's because it's so confidential in a juvenile setting. Now, remember, as we've talked about before, if this matter gets waved up, and there's a process for that, then it's going to be a very different situation. But that's going to be something that ultimately we'll find out if that happens.
Well, that clock is ticking on whether they have to decide to charge him as an adult or as a kid. And if he's charged as an adult, the floodgates will open. My thoughts are we'll find out a whole lot more. I'll have to call you back. Brent Bramnick, thanks so much for being on tonight.
Thank you, Ash. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.